All right. So this section of the midterm is going to be all about understanding the relationship between angles on parallel lines and transversals and using that to solve equations. So the first thing you've got to ask yourself, are the two angles that I'm looking at congruent? So are they the same size, or are they supplementary? Are they different sizes that add up to 180? So taking a look here at A first, now if you actually like take your pencil over this and kind of be like, okay, I'm looking at this angle right here and this angle right here. Those angles are the same size. So these two angles here are congruent, okay? And when two angles are congruent, we set them equal to each other, equal to each other. All right, so I can say that 12x plus 3, I'm going to do my work down here. 12x plus 3 is equal to 11x plus 9, and then I can solve that equation. So I can start by removing my constant that's on the left side because that's where I want my variables to go. So that cancels out. I have 12x equals 11x. 9 minus 3, that is 6. I then want to remove that 11x because variables should be on the left, not the right. So I'm going to do that. 12x minus 11x is 1x, and that cancels out to be just 6. 1x is the same thing as x. So there we go. All right, taking a look at question B. So again, run your pencil over this to kind of look at the two angles. So I have this angle and this angle right here. Now you'll notice one of these is an obtuse angle like that, and the other one is the acute angle. So these two angles are actually supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so we're going to take these two angles and we're going to add them together. So x plus 75, that's the first angle, plus our second angle, x plus 125, and all together it makes 180 degrees. Okay, so we're going to combine like terms. I have two x's, so that's 2x, plus 75 plus 125. 75 plus 125 is 200. So I have 2x plus 200 equals 180 degrees. I'm going to subtract 200 on both sides. When I do that, I get 2x equals, this is negative 20. If I divide both sides by 2, I get x equals negative 10. So it's actually acceptable for your x values to be negative. That's totally fine, as long as the values themselves are not negative. So if I actually plugged in negative 10 for this first angle right here, so negative 10 plus 75, negative 10 plus 75 is 65. So this actual angle is 65 degrees. It's okay for that x to be negative as long as my angle's not negative, because that doesn't make any sense. Over here, if we plugged in negative 10 plus 125, that is 115. So again, this whole angle is 115 degrees. So the negative x value is totally okay. All right, let's ask ourselves about question C here. So this angle and this angle, those are going to be the same size, so we can set them equal to each other. So 7x minus 20 equals 4x plus 16. Okay, I'm going to add 20 to both sides to cancel out that constant. So 7x equals 4x plus 36. I'm then going to subtract 4x from both sides. I get 3x equals 36. If I divide both sides by 3, I get that x equals 12. And then finally on the last one, D, I have this angle and this angle. So those angles are actually the same size. Those are alternate interior angles, which are always congruent. They're on opposite sides of the transversal, so they're alternate, and they are inside the parallel line, so they're interior. So same thing, I'm going to set them equal to each other. So 4x minus 10 equals 58. Okay, I can add 10 to both sides. I get 4x equals 68. If I divide both sides by 4, 68 divided by 4 is 17.